Hello everybody out there, my name is Brandon McKenzie, and today I will be reviewing Joose. So today at work I decided I was going to go ahead and get me some Four Loko and some Joose. And then I went ahead and flipped the coin a few times and decided, well, I'm just going to try the Joose. Now you see why I decided to flip the coin rather than drink all four of them is, well, they do look really kind of, innocent. They do look really kind of tasty in their own way, but let me zoom it in for you on this one. You see, look at that, 12% alcohol by volume. Now, Joose and both Four Loko do create a 9% version, and I believe a 9.9% version, but this is a liver-annihilating 12% alcohol by volume in a gut-busting 23.5 ounce can. Not a big math whiz, not going to pretend to be, but, for the most part, I gotta say that's probably about 3 standard beers. So, these 4 cans here represent 12 beers. Obviously, I'm not going to drink 12 beers. Alright, well, first things first. Flipping a few coins, I decided to get Joose Watermelon out of the 4. Like with any fine alcohol or anything, you will review it based on, well, some parameters. You probably can't read it as well, but here you go. This is, well, we'll start with presentation. It looks like a can. In fact, it looks kind of like a Mickey's Tall Boy a little bit. It has a little bit of a, well, if you can see it, a little bit of a tribal look to it. It's green and red, which tells you right away it's going to be some sort of watermelon, which it tells you, well, right here, watermelon. It also tells you it's 12% alcohol by volume. Like I said before, that's liver obliterating if you drink a lot of these. As they come in a 23.5 ounce can, well, you start to see where it gets a little bit bad. It does tell you it's a flavored malt beverage. It tells you that right there too. So it's kind of aimed at a certain subsect of society, mainly the homeless, and high school students and college students that are just looking to get trashed, either because their life sucks or because, well, they're dumb. That would also include me. It looks like a can. I mean, really not much more you can say about it. It looks, well, like a can. The next on it is the sound. Well, the sound is, of course, when you crack it and how the actual liquid sounds. Sounds just like a soda. Has a little bit of a carbonated sort of sound to it, like most cheap beers. And, well, nothing else to it. Can doesn't really crinkle or anything like that, so cheap. The next on the list is smell. Oh yeah, you know what you're getting into with this. It smells just like rubbing alcohol, mixed with some sort of really bad, well, berry. Artificial, obviously. Trust me, you've smelled it at dumpsters, you smelled it in dirty, dingy wooden houses, you smelled it outside after it rains over a trash heap. I'm pretty sure that really conveys it all. And then the next thing on the list, which you can't read, I'm sorry, taste. Bottoms up. Oh, little disclaimer here. I wouldn't actually probably recommend drinking something like this unless you're really looking to get blitzed hard and quick. These kind of drinks have a tendency to, well, suck is taste. They're not really here for tasting unless you're really into the cheap shit like, Camo or Steel Reserve. Don't go for this stuff. It's also an energy drink, so be careful. Get ready for that energy drink taste that it probably doesn't have. Ooh. Oh yeah. It's malt liquor, that's for sure. Tastes just like cheap-ass beer with very cheap-ass, well, fruit. Flavor artificial. Okay. You know what actually scares me about all this, and I have to admit it right now, that they actually allow people to buy this stuff and sell it, legally, because, I'm pretty sure this shit isn't good for you. Or the fact I want more. Because even despite the fact I do not like energy drinks, well, I gotta say, this is actually kind of good. Feels good on the throat. Goes over the tongue smooth. Probably meant for a woman. Or a high school student. Or whoever. It's actually just not bad. The skull is kind of a dead giveaway. It should taste like shit, and it probably will kill you. But, you know, whatever. Let's just say I will give you an update about how I feel here in a few minutes. So here I am again with the Joose. I'm sorry. Joose. I'm sorry, I just have to say it that way because it's Joose. You can read it. And, well, it's actually not bad. I don't feel too bad. I feel a little just present. Not like buzzing or not like anxious. It's kind of present. It's probably the fact that one component of this, the energy drink, is meant to speed up my heart at high rates. And the other component, alcohol, is meant to slow it down. Probably not good to really stress your heart out like that, but you know, it's not bad. I do have to say, with the experience of this so far, it's really easy to drink. It's deceptively easy. If you've ever drinking like Mike's Hard Lemonade, let me move that a little bit for you. It's actually quite a bit like that. You can just drink it and drink it and drink it. Now, ooh, drinking enough of it, you feel a little bit of that alcohol on it. But really, for the most part, you don't feel a lot of the alcohol on this. It's really kind of weird. I'm a little confused by it. It's just, it's cheap. It's twice as expensive as if you get a can of similar size of Steel Reserve, which is like $1.40. This is like $2.50. So, not quite twice as much, but, you know, whatever. It's cheaper than some of the nicer beers, obviously, and it's delightful. It really is. I cannot explain to you how delightful this really is. I gotta say that for all the really cheap ass shit I've drinking, and I've drinking quite a bit, this is actually probably one of the better ones. I mean, like I said, the can sucks. You'll find yourself, like, when you hold it, you'll pick it up, and it'll, like, crumple. And now it starts to make a little bit of noise. I know I said it doesn't make much earlier, but now it does. I do have to tell you, this does kind of worry me about how I feel right now, because I'm really kind of worried about how good I feel. Because I don't, you know, when you get a buzz, you feel good. But I feel just, like, elated good. Like, I've slept good. And I gotta admit right now, I'm kind of working on a little bit of sleep here. I am a little bit tired, so, you know, perfect time for an energy drink. And I probably only eaten 2 tacos tonight. So, they were from Taco Bell. So, you know, I'm really kind of expected this to just kick me in the ass a little bit more with the actual alcohol, and it really hasn't. I'm really a bit confused, and it really does kind of worry me. I've read the reports on it before, and I really see why the leading experts will say that they're worried that kids will try to drive on this, because right now I totally feel like I can get in my car and drive, no problem. And that's probably the energy drink aspect of this, because it does have plenty of taurine, ginseng, and caffeine, all really good at keeping you awake and alert. And I think that's what's really working for me. And if I remember correctly, energy drinks don't last as long as your system as alcohol does. So you really, I do say to the viewer, be very careful when you drink 1 or 2 of these things. Hell, if you drink 1 of these things, do it on a full stomach, or don't. Well, okay, do it on a full stomach if you're going to drive, wait a few hours, then finally drive, but don't drink more than 1. It is deceptively easy to drink, and it's deceptively easy to drink a lot. Or 2, if you're going to do it, don't go anywhere. If you're going to drink, make sure you can crash there, because I tell you what, I could easily probably drink 2 or 3 of these things, and I'll find myself puking in the bathroom. Well, probably not, but I'll be passed out somewhere around here, because I'm kind of on an empty stomach. That really is delightful. It really is, I gotta say. We ID. Tell you what, the person at the counter, she was, when she took my ID to check this, she really wanted to make sure that I was sure what I was getting into. She was a little bit concerned that I just saw the news report and that I was, oh, I'm just so excited. Now, I was excited, but, you know, I've drinking before. We all have. If you're viewing this, you probably have too. When you're trying a new beer, you know how to try it, and you know what you're getting yourself into, and you don't need any damn person at the gas station telling you otherwise. About 3/4 of the way done. I didn't review as much as I wanted to on this. I'm sure you don't need me yakking at you about how weird this is or how delightful this is. Or how much it doesn't taste like watermelon, by the way. It tastes like... well, it's not sugary enough to be antifreeze, which I've tasted. It's not, like, dull enough to be anything else. It's... tastes like cheap-ass liquor. The berry flavor, it's the same artificial berry flavor you get in any drink that says, now with berries. It doesn't have the strong-ass alcohol kick that cheaper beers like Camo have, but it doesn't have the weak-ass kick that cheaper beers like Blue Moon has. Blue Moon isn't cheaper, but Blue Moon is kind of gay. This actually, I'd say the right amount of alcohol. It gives you just enough to give you that alcohol taste without all that alcohol burn. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I'll tell you what when I'm finished. Alright, so I'm done with the Joose. See, empty. I don't want to spill it on my carpet if there's a few droplets. And I gotta tell you, I feel really good. Like I said, I don't feel buzzing. I'm not anxious. I know I'm moving in my chair a little bit, but that's because I hate sitting in my chair anyway. But I feel regular. I actually just feel like a bigger, brighter, awake me that's just looser, you know, just more relaxed. You know, all the benefits of beer, all the benefits of energy drink, but just none of the bad stuff for now. I'm sure I will be regretting this here in a couple hours. And this brings us to the part of the review that my thoughts on the drink. There, thoughts. My thoughts are, and you've heard them all before, it's a wonderful drink. I like it. I'll probably buy it again. I love it. I feel good. The can is really kind of interesting looking. Really not much you can say about it. It's got a nice feel to it. It doesn't feel as thin as, like, you know, I guess cheap-ass water. You know, like purified water. It doesn't feel as thick as, like, heavier beers. It doesn't even feel as thick as not heavier beers, lighter beers. It feels like soda. I'm not gonna lie. It tastes like soda mixed with alcohol, sort of. Actually, no, it doesn't taste like that at all. I'm sorry. But it feels like alcohol. I mean, it feels like soda. So, the real question is, the last part of the presentation. Try it, stockpile it, or use it as drain cleaner. Now, I'm sure it functions very well as drain cleaner. It'll definitely burn out whatever you have in the sink or the toilet. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing it, but I'm sure it'll work. But would I try it or buy it? Well, I would leave that to you. Personally, I will buy this again. In fact, I'll buy quite a few of them in my future. I will probably drink these on the weekends, maybe during the week sometimes. I'll bring a few of these to a party. I'll definitely say stockpile it, personally. This is a good drink. I really am totally excited if it tastes what the lemonade is like now. And I'm a little bit worried for that Four Loko, because the Four Loko is supposed to be like the premier brand from what I hear from some of my friends. But I don't know if it's going to be able to top Joose. I mean, really, it's a wonderful drink. I say go out, buy it. Just buy one can. I'm sure it will change your life. You'll buy more. You'll probably be just like me and you'll become a Joose head. Alright? Well, I'm going to sign off for now. I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll review an actual Chinese buffet or something. And, well, leave comments. Tell me how dumb I look with a shaved face, or, you know, how dumb I am for reviewing something that killed 4 college students recently, or just how dumb my voice sounds. Alright, thank you.